students. Now we'll be studying about convection in our lives. Okay, now you see, uh, these are the convections in our life which has been stated in the form of diagram, and every point has been given out here. Okay, first point is that of the refrigerator. Okay, what happens in case of refrigerator is the air from outside, it enters the refrigerator. Okay, as soon as it reaches the refrigerant region, okay, it goes up. Okay, upward. See, there is a deep freezer, isn't it? It goes up, it enters and it goes up. Okay, after it goes up, what happens is it will like move through a like coil. Okay, it will move through a coil, and after a time being it will get like it will that air will collect heat. Okay, after the air collect heat, it will again come down. Okay, and then after coming down, it will finally go out. Okay, it will enter, it will go up. Okay, after it get heated, it will come down, and then it finally goes out. All right, and this is the overall walking. Okay, going inside, entering the refrigerator, cooling the refrigerator, and the warm air going outside. Okay, cool air enters and the warm air from the refrigerator goes outside. Okay, so whenever you are touching the refrigerator at one side, okay, at this side, you feel it's very hot, right? Why is that? Because it is taking the all the like coolness, okay, from the air and giving the hot air back. Okay, now next one is the room heater are kept on the floor in the room. The air near the heater heats up and rises, forcing. Okay, now why are room heaters kept in the floor in a room? Okay, so that the air near the heater heats up and rise, forcing the cool air to move down, setting off a convection current. So what is happening? We are keeping the heater in the down. Okay, see, we are keeping the heater down. Why? Because this heater will heat the air here. So whenever air is hot, it will always rise up. Anything which is hot will be lighter in weight. Okay, you keep that thing in mind. Okay, anything which is hot will be lighter. So this here is the heater, and the air at down will be hot now. So this air will be lighter, and now this air will try to move upside. So if it will move upside, then what happened? The cold air from the down will be forced to come down, isn't it? So what happened? Now this cold air will also get heated. Eventually the whole room will be heated. Okay, and the third thing is, why do we keep refrigerator, sorry, not refrigerator, AC? Okay, AC at the top, air conditioner at the top. This is because, see, AC will cool the air in the upper part of the room, isn't it? If the air in the upper part of the room will be cooler, then what happens? Conventional current will be created. Okay, what is conventional current? It is a circular movement of the air, okay, from the area of like more hotness to the area of less hotness, you can tell. Okay, area where the particles are more heated to the area where the particle are less heated. Okay, see, whenever there is difference in the temperature of the air, see, the like conventional current is setting up. Okay, warm air is going up, cooler air is coming down. In the same way here also, when the air above will be cool, okay, when the air above will be cool, then what happens? That means the air below will be warm, isn't it? So what happens? I told you the warm air will be lighter in weight and it try to go up. So where warm air is trying to go up, now as the warm air will go up, okay, cool air from this side will come down. So we'll feel the coolness. Okay, and eventually this air will also go up and it will also turn cool, and the whole room will be cool. Okay, but what the main thing is setting up of the conventional current. Whenever this conventional current is set up, that means what happens? If at the bottom there is cool air, okay, sorry, if at the bottom there is hot air, it will be replaced by cool air. If in the bottom there is hot air, it will again be replaced, like again cool air will replace, and the cool air will also get the hotness. Here the hot air will also get the coolness. Okay, opposite thing happens when the conventional current is set up. Okay, because see, we air conditioner is like continuously providing a cooler air. Okay, and here the heater is continuously providing a hotter air, right? That means in this case, now due to the conventional current, whole room will be hot. In this case, due to the conventional current, whole room will be cold. Now winds are caused by convection in air. The okay, this again, the winds, the wind which blow, okay, that is also due to the convectional current. Because see, we have studied since very earlier that there is a equator in the middle of the earth, right? Equator. And this is the point where the large amount of the heat, okay, which get the largest amount of the heat from the sun. And these are the pole, okay, which get the least heat. Okay, these region are very cold and these region are very hot. So what happens, the air in this region will be hot and they will rise up. Okay, so the air from the polar region will be cold. So what will they do? If they are rising up, the air from the polar region will come and replace the hot, like the portion which is having a hot air, right? Now current will be setting up, cold air will go this side, hot air will come here. Also cold is like hot air will go and cold air will come. In this way, what happens, conventional current will be setting up. Okay, now next is in the coastal area. Okay, if you go to the coastal area or the beaches, okay, you find that there is a continuous wind blowing. Okay, why is that? Is because see, if there is a sea, okay, there is a sea and this is a land. So what happens, land will get heated more faster as compared to sea, because sea is very large. If this part is heated by sun, then what happens, the water will again dissolve and it will try to get normal. Again, if this part is heated, again the water will dissolve and it will try to become normal. Until and unless whole of the water is heated in the same proportion, the ocean will not be heated so much. Okay, but the land, this, if this part is heated, it can't move, right? It can't change its position and it can like make up the or the balance the heat, isn't it? So land get more heated, like land get heated more faster than the sea. Okay, first thing. And second thing is, land cools more faster as compared to the sea. Once the sea is like heated up, it will take lot of time to cool down. But once the land is heated up, it will take less time to cool down. Okay, means it get heated also faster, cooler also faster, cooled also faster. It get heated also slower and cools also slower. Okay, so what happens, during the daytime, the heat from the land will rise up. So the air above the sea will be like what it will be. If this air will be warmer because this is more heated, then the air above the sea will be less warm, isn't it? So what happened, now this is more warm, this is less warm. If anything is more and less, if any air particle is more hot and any air particle is less hot, that means a convectional current will arise again. The hot air will go here and the cooler air will come here. So what we see, the wind blowing continuously. Okay, and at night the reverse happens. Okay, that is, the sea will be more hot, okay, due to the sun throughout the day, and the air above the sea will be hotter, but the air above the land will be cooler. So what happens again, the air from the sea will come to the land and from the land it will go to the sea, but this time this air is cool and this air is hot. Okay, so these are the convectional like convection in our life. That means where all we use convectional current in our daily life is refrigerator, room heater, and then air conditioner, and then in the case of sea breeze and land breeze. Okay, you see this diagram, the same thing has been said out here. All right, I hope you got the thing.